Presenter. I'll try to make this short and sweet. I'm Nathan Chukes. I teach Auto Refinishing here at SBCTE. My project, our project for my students, was kind of a fun project. So I teach refinishing, so it's basically how to prep, how to get body panels ready, how to paint. But the challenge is you can't rush it. You can't just get it done. I tell my kids, don't rush it, take your time, learn these skills, master these skills, so it's done right. Because I want them, they get so excited sometimes, they want to just rush through and finish it, and I'm like, that customer doesn't want it done fast, that customer wants it done right. They want their car back, but they want it done quality. Okay, so a lot of these skills that they're learning, they have to take pride in. Okay, they have to back up and learn it correct. So they all got to work on a car. So able to group everybody up and divide them up into groups and give them all a project. So this comes literally this probably started about, I want to say probably about January, about the end of December. I put them all on the job because when they first come to my class, I don't put them on cars yet. I give them like body panels, give them something they can drop, they can break, something they don't have to worry about so much of damaging it. So later on, when they get in more skills, I'll put them on something that is more like something they earn. So they can look forward to saying, hey, when I get this done, I get to advance to doing this. So I said for the groups, when you guys get your job, you get to design it. You get to pick the colors, you get to put graphics on it when it's complete. So none of these jobs are complete yet. But if you walk in my class, you see the stage that they're at now, because again, I don't want to rush it. I want it done right, but we still have 2 months until school's out. So it's like in the middle of it. So the challenge in my industry and our industry is time, okay? Time is such a challenge. When a tech gets paid in our industry, they get paid based on an estimating guy. So the estimating guy might say, hey, you get 3.4 hours to do that job. So every 10th in a shop is 6 minutes. So you have to end up doing the math. So if it's 3.4, that 0.4 times 6 is 3 hours and 24 minutes. If it says 3/10, and in the service industry, if it's 3/10 to do something, you got 18 minutes. You don't even have time to have a conversation in a shop in 18 minutes. But that's how they pay techs. So time is like, hey, can you guys manage your time enough to get these jobs done? Okay, another challenge is a plan. You guys know what you're going to do. If I put everybody on a job, everybody's accountable for doing something on that car. Okay, if I put 4 people on a job, okay, I should get 4 times the amount of work on that job, but I don't want 4 different conversations going on all day. Because that's what we fight against, with some of these kids. They think it's a group deal. The last one is procedure. How are we going to get it done? Okay, so I spend like the first semester of my class teaching procedures. So I do a lot of testing in my class, a lot of demonstrations in my class, a lot of techniques. The kids really get a good understanding of how things are done. The second semester is when they get to apply these procedures. Okay, so what I have some pictures, kind of self-explanatory, that from the beginning, they're kind of all mixed together and shows where they're at on their projects, and you'll start to see some of the stuff that they're doing now that's right in the middle of it. Okay, so I'll just kind of breeze through this so I kind of stay within our time. Okay, so this is a student doing some primer on one of the cars that are in the shop. So they're in the booth and they're applying primer after it's been sanded and prepped. that's a student that's block sanding. The car's already been primer and he's applying, that's a tool, we call it a block sander. It helps keep the body in the same contour, so it helps shape the body panels. So here's a group of students using a sander on top of it's a Nissan Standard. And here's that same student working with, that's the group that I have them on. They're applying the primer, so they're down there on their knees. A lot of students don't realize when you're painting, you're using your whole body. You're not just standing up and using your arms. So I teach them how to get down on the floor to be, parallel with that car so they can see that primer go on. So here's another student. He's got like his co-worker or his co-partner right behind him checking that technique. And then this is a different job. Another student standing in a row. And here's the car that's on a scissor lift, so to speak, and it's, we use these lifts in our class because they have the advantage of getting the lower parts of the car and raising them, so it's easier to prep the bottom of the car. So the same student, Sebastian, blocking that car. So here's the car, it's masked, and this is right before you put the primer on. Here's some students, their group, they're all working on the inside of these door jambs because they're going to actually change the color. The inside of these doors are white. They're going to spray them a different color, so they're all doing prep work on it. So here's a student that's in my morning class that's applying a corrosive primer on the inside of a truck cab. Here's a student that's learning how to mask. I tell students masking is an art. Okay, real simple. When you put paper on a car, when you mask it, you get damage to the vehicle. You get damage to paint job if you don't do it right. If you're sloppy. So they're learning how to take pride in that skill. Same group here. They're getting ready to put this car in a booth. It's just about ready to start priming. Here's an earlier picture. This is what I start my students on. I start them on a fender before I give them a car. And that way they're just kind of learning how to do basic skills. This is part of the last one. Yeah, one more click. All right, so I kept the swoop short.
So when you're thinking about what you've done this year and the elements that are partially starting, what was the one area that was like a really good success rate?
Let them, students like that fender there, for example, when they're done, and you know what, I'm missing a picture, but it's okay, it's all right. I think when they're done, I'm sorry, yeah, there you go, there's a picture right there. So when this is after all the prep, so my students painting right now, they always ask me, Mr. Chukes, and I take these fenders home. I'm like, no, I need them for the next group that comes in, but they have so much pride. After they're done and they see that, and they're painted it, and they're finished with it, they're like, hey, I want to take this home. I'm like, you know what, you take that idea home, because now you're going to apply it to something else. So see them get excited about that and actually want to take it home. I've never given a fender a student to take home, but they do ask. Okay? I'm sorry, I thought I was done, but yeah, she's in there. And again, she's on the floor. I tell her, hey, you got to, wherever that paint goes, you better see it go on. So they have to get it at a lot of different angles. Okay, so these are just more collaborative pictures. Some group pictures here, they're all working on their part. You know, one thing I want to say, guys, when I'm walking around that camera, they're all working. Okay, when I walk away that camera, I don't even want to know what goes on. Okay, but it changes perspective when I have that camera because they really get engaged in their work. Okay, and here's me just kind of working with the student right here. Okay.
And I was going to say, like, what amazing quality pictures, and that's from that really nice camera that I borrowed.
Yeah, when you stole yeah.
Just borrowed skills, last competition is for the day. It was awesome taking pictures with that camera.
So, yeah, there you go, that's it.
So what's one thing you would take away from this year that you would apply to next year on increasing your DPLs?
You know, I like letting them collaborate. I like I think if I get the students to buy in, what they're gonna end up doing in the long run, have them like visualize what they're gonna end up doing. I like to have a leader in the group. I think I need to, whenever I sign a group of students, I need to have someone be in that shop, that leader. And I've been doing that, but I didn't start off with that. So I realized, hey, when I do this next year, assign a leader, and he's gonna be accountable, or she. I love having female foremans, because the guys don't talk back to them. But it works out really well. So I think when I have if I put a leader for each group, then that leader can come to me, and I can give that leader the instructions, and they can deliver to the group.
Spectacular, thank you very much.